The Upstate Pulse is
Welcome into the Upstate Pulse. My name is Lonzo. It is a beautiful Saturday, so glad you could be a part of the show. I will tell you right now, we have no headphones. So I'm just guessing about bed level, and hopefully I'm doing a good job because I am a radio professional. You know that's how that works. We don't necessarily need headphones to do the show, but we have an engineer en route to hopefully fix the problem. So in the meantime, let me tell you how you can be a part of the show. We are live on Facebook, on YouTube, on Twitch, and on X at either the Upstate Pulse or 98.9 WRD. So you can check us out there. We were the first ones to do it. We get no credit for it, but that's okay. It's not okay though. I want credit for stuff. Sometimes I do things that I want credit for. All right, I do a lot of things that I want credit for. What can I say? But that's okay. It's not okay. You know what? I want some credit. I'm not going to give you money or anything out of it, but just a little bit of credit. That's all. By the way,
how much are we rubber banding on this? I mean,
about credit?
Yeah.
I don't know. Credit cards are bad, by the way. Text line 800-905-0989. Viper Dave on the stream says, do you need talent to do the show? Haven't had any for over 30 years. Why would I get some now? I mean,
that hasn't stopped us at all.
I mean, come on. It's you do what you do, and that's what we're doing right here on today's show. We are going to talk about Masters of the Universe and its huge dive as far as people not going to watch it. We didn't spoil it last week. We're gonna go ahead and spoil because ain't nobody watching it anyway. So might as well.
Which is sad.
It is, but we'll get to that. We're also going to talk about episode 4, I think, of Spider Noir that we watched.
Yes,
I believe it's episode 4. We watched a couple episodes of Vox Machina. We're now up to we watched 1, 2, and 3. So we're going to talk about that. We've got some Oops. We've got Flaccid Stories. We're going to talk a little bit of UFC Freedom 250, which happens tomorrow night at 8 o'clock. There's a lot of things. If you look at my sheet, everything requires an intro. and so that's a problem because we can't hear the intro.
Would you like me to make up a song on the spot?
No, that is not necessary for you to make up a song.
Oops, upside your head. Say it, oops, upside
That's not making
your
up
head.
a song. You're just singing the song that's on the thing. But
well, I don't know all of them. I know that one.
It may come to that. You never know. We also have Signs of the Impending Apocalypse. Also requires an intro.
That just requires me quoting a whole bunch of stuff.
Well, yeah. I can't do that, Dave. What's up, Chris? Chris says, what's up on the stream? We have no headphones. That's what's up.
Malfunctions.
Listen, it's okay. It's all right. I'm gonna play. Wait a minute. As soon as I find the right mouse, I'll play something that I can't hear. Oh, where's the right mouse? Oh, there it is. I'll get there. I'm gonna play this.
It's all good.
Okay.
No idea what you played.
I'm playing Terra saying it's all good.
It's all good.
Do you have them labeled?
Well, yeah, I have them labeled.
Okay.
How do you think I know which one I know how to play?
Memory.
All right. Texter says, I give you credit for being the only show on the station to ever mention positive things about furries and the furry fandom as a whole. Hey, listen, whatever you're into, as far as that goes, as far as furries have never hurt me. They really bother some people, and they could hurt me in the future. I don't know. But as of right now, we good. Except for, the headphones not working. So
I like to think things are unruffled.
Listen, there's a certain amount of narcissism that goes into doing a talk show. And one of the things is you really like hearing yourself. And when you can't hear yourself, it just bothers you because, you should be, I mean, I know what my voice sounds like. It's not the greatest voice, but it's mine. It's my own, my precious. And I like how it sounds through the headphones. It makes you feel powerful knowing that South Carolina and Georgia and North Carolina, nay, the world can hear you while you're talking. But it does make it a little bit difficult to do a show that requires a lot of music and intros. Dave is upset about the Khajiits. I don't think Khajiits have anything to do with it. Now, Argonians. Oh, he's talking about furries. Never mind.
What you got against Khajiits, Dave?
No, furries, Khajiits.
No, I got
furries,
you. I got
you.
you.
Be the same thing.
How do you feel about Argonians?
Texter says, Lonzo, I can make you NFT headphones and email them to you. $99 value, almost $100. I mean, if you add a penny, whatever that is. Chris says, wait, who is that in the background? Is that Chris? Well, yes, it is Chris. Chris is trying to fix things. Come look at the board, man, because it could just be something simple on the board. I mean, you haven't been overlooking at that. I mean, hopefully you just push a button and it works. That's not. What are you doing? That's not
looking at the board.
Okay.
Like you asked.
All right. Okay. All right.
Maybe you should have been more specific about what it should be.
All right. We could. Oh God.
I think you found the button. Good listeners. I do believe that Chris may or may not have fixed the headphones.
No, wait. Let me turn my headphones down.
Dad's.
Room monitor. Oh, here.
Yes,
there
that's the one.
Okay.
Which I had turned up.
Okay.
I had turned it up.
It was not linked.
See that? I asked you if there was something on the board. Well, now I know.
There is.
Now I know.
You were right, Lonzo.
In my defense, I want to say that I've only been running this board consistently for the last 6 months, and so I don't know everything about the board, and I bet there's no one else knows that other than Chris. Now me. So. I know that now.
Might I say you look awfully disheveled right now?
Oh, it hurt. It hurt really bad. And I mean, imagine knives going through your ear hole.
This is why I kept them off.
A lot of people excited to see Chris, though. I mean, look at that. Look at this stream going nuts.
How could you not be happy to see Chris?
This is what happens when you ask me to just start pushing buttons, Lonzo. My apologies. I did not intend to hurt you.
No, when you do intend to hurt me, it's worse. So, I mean, there's that.
But at least we found it. And you were right, Lonzo. I love it when you're right.
Yeah.
I hate it when you're wrong. I want you to be right all the time.
Thank you. Dave on the stream says that's how you get tinnitus. Yeah. We'll see. Right now, I'm just going to wake up suddenly in the middle of the night going, huh. All right. Remember we talked about things continuing?
Yes.
It just continues.
It's a continuing bit.
All right. So let me tell a little story here because it's what we do. We are driving along on 385 and we were talking about the incident that the unfortunate incident that happened at Haywood Mall. Chris, you don't know, there was an active shooter at Haywood Mall. Someone got shot and there was some panic, and as you would expect. And so we were talking about that, and then boom, right next to us. I mean, while we were saying it, and what it was a car backfired. And but you didn't know that the car backfired because I mean, it was so loud.
You were near the mall though?
No. We were on the way here.
But Cameron and I were discussing it, and as we were driving, and then the car backfired, and it was so close to us when it backfired, it felt like it moved the car.
Yeah.
The car that we were driving.
Like it felt like something hit.
Cameron had never heard of backfire before.
Backfires can be really loud.
And then that car backfired several other times, and there was a car chasing it, or they were following each other. So, I mean, then what was the next thing that went boom? There was something else.
There was a balloon that popped that
we went out to
the
eat.
restaurant.
There's a balloon that popped. I mean, all these things
like
trying to
stop
condition
doing this.
me for what was about to happen and did happen, and now
well, all good things come in threes, right?
Yeah.
So
It's
see,
like
if I would just leave that what my mom called duck butter in my ears instead of cleaning my ears out daily,
duck
I would
butter.
yeah,
Duck
I would
butter.
have That's what
I feel like that bears some explanation.
I don't know.
Okay, fair enough.
Is your mom?
Is it
no,
butter?
it's you.
No.
You probably ask everything.
Butter made out of duck?
Mother, can you explain what that is?
No.
I'm sure that's the thing you said. But me,
I'm pretty
it's
sure
like,
I didn't have to ask. She just volunteered the information.
okay. Well, my mom never told me what I knew what it meant. You know that yellow stuff when you're digging in your ears?
Yeah.
That stuff right there? That's what she's talking about.
Duck butter.
That's what she called it.
That sounds like a brand name.
Science. It's listen, I mean, there's definitely an explanation for
Protect your ears. Keep it clogged up with duck butter.
What
is that? What is that? What is it? Oh, no, not the bees! Not the bees! Ah! Oh, my eyes! Eyes! Ah! Ah!
All right, you may ask yourself, why would I play that? Because they're buzzing in my ears right now. That's why I would play that. All right, we're going to take a break.
That's excellent acting right there when you have to narrate what you're feeling.
It is radio. I mean, the people on there could see.
He communicates his feelings through sound
That's
bites.
Yes. Well, I mean, that's what we're supposed to describe. I mean, we're supposed to explain. We're supposed to tell a story with our words. And the story I'm telling right now is we're taking a break. When we come back, well, I'm not going to tell you what we're going to do when we come back. We're supposed to tease.
Ooh, with the prize.
But it's definitely a surprise. You listen to the Upstate Pulse right here on News Talk 98.9 WRD, the voice of the Carolinas.
Join the Nerd Herd on the Flaccid text line.
If I was
at
suspicious,
800-905
I would think this were a couple
98.9. This
rude.
is the Upstate Pulse on News Talk 98.9 WORD, the voice of the Carolinas. Attention terrorists, hold on. Here's
Now you know what
Tara's
that
Daily Rant.
Because if Iran is using China's satellites for targeting that killed our troops, China
Me
did
too.
our
I've
troops.
been very.
The IRGC doesn't have that kind of technology. China does, and they let Iran use it.
Terrorists spotted. Hear the Terror Show weekday mornings on
News Talk 98.9.
WORD, the voice of the Carolinas.
Yeah. So what it does.
Looking for easy cash? It's simple. How many old comic books do you have stacked up in the corner? How many toys, cards, and video games do you have just collecting dust?
so
Well, turn that dust into dollars. Borderlands is always looking to buy collections. Bring all your old comics and collectibles to 410 South Pleasantburg Drive in Greenville and turn them into cash. Borderlands has been the trusted leader in geeky goods in the upstate for over 35 years, and we buy more than anyone. Borderlands comics and games. Read, build, play.
At Ingles, we are thrilled to bring you American Legion Baseball all summer long as the gorgeous campus of Furman University hosts the Greenville Warbirds. The American Legion is the largest U.S. veterans organization with more than 1.6 million members. And since 1925, American Legion Baseball has brought fans the best of amateur athletics. So, come join in the 100-year history and take your family out to the ball game. Ingles, low prices, love the savings.
If you want unlimited talk, text, and data on a crazy fast network, Big Wireless will sell it to you right now for as little as $70 a month. Or you can buy it from Pure Talk for half of that. I'm talking about unlimited talk, text, and unlimited data for just $34.99 a month. Stop paying the big guys twice what you need to. Dial pound 250, say my name. That's pound 250.
I'm pretty sure if somebody
micro.
told me that, one of my first questions would be,
Apologize
where
for
does butter come from?
apologize
Does it
for
come
the
from-
apologize for the commercials being over
Does it
the thing.
come from ducks? And if so, how did it get in my ears?
All right, I have to noob myself on that. That's a me. I'll noob myself.
For what?
I
I
had 1 and 4. So yeah.
Well, you couldn't hear it, you know.
Hey, Dad.
Yeah, right.
Okay, so you just
Which-
got that.
Cameron, that's the point. They should be able to hear us. But
No, I think she.
oh, listen. We're back.
Yay, we're back. I'm not on the stream. You can just hear me. You can see me. Are we coming back?
Yes. All right, this whole thing is a mess. I even just played the wrong intro, so I'm going to double noob myself, which, by the way, I said in the beginning, before it
You
started.
predicted that you would set a record for noobs tonight.
I did. Let's go ahead and start with one. Bro, you just noobed. Noober. Big time noober.
I love how you've got the voiceover on that one. So you literally just noobed yourself.
Well, I mean, sometimes you do.
What a noob. Total noob. Classic noob.
All right, welcome back into the Upstate Pulse. Lonzo here. Cameron's here. Chris was here to save the day. Pushed a couple buttons.
I'm the day saver.
And I appreciate it. I was
Quite welcome.
I was supposed
I will have to disappoint you and say I'm not going to stick around
Well,
the entire time.
I know. But you'll appreciate this.
Always
next
happy to
thing.
be here.
All right. So I meant to play Nerd Confession.
Okay.
And I grabbed the wrong thing. For some reason, almost everything in the stack is labeled nerd. I don't know why.
Well, whose fault
I
is
don't.
that, Lonzo?
Yeah. That's well, you know, and well, I could get rid of some things and then it would be bigger and then you
Sure.
can see it. And
Yeah.
because I might do that.
Yeah. Organization is your friend.
So here's a nerd confession. All right, Chris, maybe you've done this before. You wanted to do something and someone else didn't want to do it. And so it really bothered you that they didn't want to do it. So you thought of a way that you could annoy them for, let's say they were taking a nap at, let's say 4 p.m. on
We're
a
getting
Friday.
ready to go home.
4 p.m. on a Friday. Let's say they were taking a nap and you're like, you know what? I'm going to go cut the grass. And then while it's cutting the grass, you get done cutting the grass and you just happen to know this is hypothetical. This is no way this could happen in real life. Hypothetically, you know where their bedroom window is. And hypothetically, you park the lawnmower underneath.
Just leave it running.
While Weathered by Creed is just come on your headphones. And so you got
You're
noise
singing along.
you got noise canceling headphones on. So you have no idea
Right.
how loud you're really singing. And you just sit there under there and just sing the entire song. It's kind of a long song. It's a good song though.
That's a shady bit. You know, that's you had to park.
It
there.
was a shady bit because of the time of day and all that
Yes.
kind of stuff.
Yeah.
All right. So I'm going to confess that I heard of someone doing that.
Oh, really?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. Cameron, you got anything to add?
Would explain why I had some weird dreams about Scott Stapp on a boat.
Yes, it would.
I'd step on a boat.
So
No. I was not asleep for any of that.
Yes, I know you weren't. I figured you were not. That's a shame too.
I was laying in bed, staring up at the ceiling, going,
I
know.
So that makes it sound like that really happened. I would never do.
Of course not. You would never do that.
I would never, not on purpose.
See, I will admit to the things that I've done. I absolutely I've done things to annoy people on purpose. Yes, absolutely.
Here's the thing. Not only will
Remember the water balloon incident?
Absolutely. Not only will I not admit to do it, I will not admit to doing it on radio where states and the entire world could hear it.
Sure.
Because that would be a confession.
Yeah,
But
I don't care.
since I didn't play the intro.
Well, that's
So
true.
it's
This
not
is
really
all
a confession.
hypothetical.
Right. Because the intro would have implied that someone was confessing.
What does that like provide a seal of confession or something? Or
Lonzo's very crafty. Maybe he intentionally left the intro out. He took the noob so that now this is all just theoretical.
Yes. In theory. Anybody out there ever done anything like that? Text line 800-905-0989. I'd never do a thing like that, but some of you might have. We're also live on Facebook, on YouTube, on Twitch, and on X at either the Upstate Pulse or 98.9 WRD. Many moons ago, Chris, myself, Patrick, and maybe Zach. I don't know if Zach was in here or not, but you could tell the water balloon story.
I could. So what I did.
You were not a member of engineering
I was
at that
not
time.
a member of engineering at the time. And what I did, I was thinking about this the other day. What I did is I went to the water cooler down the hall, and I noticed that the nozzle on it. I don't know why I had balloons. I don't remember why I had balloons.
do you keep them readily on you?
I think it was probably no.
I think you were doing something with your kids.
I
or something.
think so. I
Yeah.
think my kids were with me, and we stopped by the station because they were young, and I didn't have nearly as many at the time, and I was showing them, where Daddy works and things like that.
It was half of the number.
Right. So, but it's this computer over here. So
Okay.
it's-
All right.
It's doing.
That's something else going wrong.
This is actually. The
But here's
reason
a
that
good
I
thing
came
though.
in here.
Here's a good thing.
You can hear it.
I heard it.
You could hear it. Yes. So anyway, I think we had balloons in the car just to entertain the kids. I think that's where the balloons came from. Anyway, we had balloons, and I noticed that the nozzle on the water cooler looked like it would perfectly fit this balloon. Sorry about the blinking for the.
Well, if you quit leaning on it,
it's updating anyway. So I was like, oh, let me show the kids how to make a water balloon, and I filled it up. And critically, I did not fill it very full. I filled it to the point where, I mean, you could tell that it had water in it, and you could tie it off.
So if you're doing a water balloon toss for some sort of, field day or something, they don't fill them up enough to where they're going to bust instantly.
You drop them.
Yeah.
Slight stretch.
So like, that was my point, is that if you dropped it on the floor, like from a shoulder height, it would bounce instead of break. And then I got the mischievous idea, that
that would be you, mischievous.
Yes. I like
yes, just Chris.
that mild panic that somebody will get when you go to toss them something, but you fake the toss, and they have that brief moment where they think you've actually let it go and they're ready to catch it, and then they realize it's not in the air and they relax. I wanted that, but in reverse. So I came at Lonzo, or Patrick rather, was where Lonzo is now, behind the board, different board at the time. It was the old Wheatstone. And I walked in the door.
You sure it wasn't even before that? I mean,
no, it was that.
Okay.
It was the Wheatstone.
But that was the original one in here.
Wheatstone or Whetstone?
Wheatstone.
Yeah.
That's weird.
Yeah.
It was almost.
Guy named Wheatstone was influential in audio development. Anyway.
Whereas a guy named Whetstone helped you sharpen your sword.
That's right. Yes. So I walked into the studio and I said, "Hey, Patrick, catch." And I tossed the balloon to him. He didn't have time to register what it was or what I was doing. He was like, no. He had that reaction, when somebody says, "Hey, catch," and you're not ready, and you go, no, don't throw it. And then they fake throwing it, and you're like, oh, good. But I didn't fake throwing it. I actually threw it. And so he had to react and catch it. And it was only after it was sitting in his hands that he realized what he had caught and how catastrophic it could have been if he hadn't caught it. And then that panic hit after the fact.
The realization.
It was the reverse.
By the way, the panic for me was already there.
Yeah. It was
because I saw what it was. It's like, oh crap, that's gonna bust.
Because in the original scenario, the panic is fleeting. I mean, like, the panic just lasts as long as it takes you to realize that the thing has not actually been thrown. But afterwards, you realize what could have gone wrong.
Yes.
And it lingers.
Speaking of lingering, we're going to take a break. When we come back, we're going to hit some flaccid stories. Also, speaking of Patrick, you're listening to the Upstate Pulse right here on News Talk 98.9 WRD, the voice of the Carolinas. By the way, yes, Cameron, and we discussed
That's
that.
right, we did.
And I turned it off, which is why I nuked myself. Thank you, though. Sound got you too. You just acted like it didn't. Maybe it's a delayed reaction. Whoa. What was that, bro?
I don't know, bro.
Bro. I'm sorry you can't see Chris imaging. He's there he is. Oh. I wonder if I was there for when he described that, Chris. Chris says, reminds me of years ago, Russ Castle talked about how he had a dream when Aerosmith was in his yard cutting his grass.
I had a dream. I told you about my dream about Russ Castle. Did I tell you about that?
Ooh, here's a spot that says name on it, and there's
Uh-oh.
nothing in it.
Ooh.
Wonder what that's going to do. It's a D36. What's a D? I don't know what a D is. You stop it right now.
Okay, I think those are the new categories that they've created for this cloud radio project. So 36 apparently indicates our market. I think
Hey, we're about to find out what happens.
There were a bunch of emails that went out about it. I'm not sure how many of them you were copied on, but it's a humongous project.
I'm aware of the cloud thing. LexCorp talked to me about it a little bit. So anyway, I know some of it.
Well, Chris is asking.
I was
Chris.
gonna mention something. I probably ought not mention it on the stream even, but
don't do that. Yeah, I mean, you and I will see each other another time.
we will. But this is very, very inside baseball. But that's what those new categories. If you start seeing like C47,
I know we've had to figure out. W was a problem.
I didn't know that
W's are the lives, and they showed up red for a while, and now they're showing up.
Really?
Look at it was like a missing spot.
Okay.
And then it got fixed by the next day. So
Okay.
So we're figuring.
I
some of
haven't
this stuff
heard
out.
of D. I could go in.
Well,
check.
if you wait 15 seconds, we're going to find out what happens.
Well,
Yeah, we'll know what the D is when it
Hopefully
hits.
hopefully it's not a signal that destroys all things. If it is, nice to know you guys.
Yeah, well, it might end up getting destroyed by the D.
let me guarantee you, Odyssey does not have that.
It skipped. Okay.
You know what? It could have been like a test, like a
It's a-
test card or something. Like
a
will
test
this?
to
Can
see
we
if-
schedule this? Can
We're going
we?
to see if they take this out.
Will
We're just gonna put it in
this
there.
show up in the playlist?
Test D.
Testy. Categories. Gee, I don't even see. Oh, local streamed shows is what that category is.
Okay.
Seepage.
Welcome back into the Upstate Pulse.
I had forgotten that. I was telling the Flaccid story the other day, and how we used to come up with various words that would just annoy Patrick.
Well, it wasn't about
And I'd
annoyance.
forgotten
It,
about
it was
seepage.
about making him throw up, which I
Right.
finally almost did, and then I stopped.
Thought better of it. Yeah.
It was the elf snot. It was the elf snot for a Christmas special.
Yes.
and
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, it was not. It was not good. All right, so it's time to do some Flaccid story. A mystery defecator has struck again, causing the closure of a popular fernery in Maston Queen Elizabeth Park. The Maston District Council expressed concern over the public health hazard and disrespectful behavior, noting that this was not the first incident of defecation in the fernery. Friends of the park chairwoman Diana Abraham, you know her, found the behavior revolting and unfortunate,
Unfortunate.
emphasizing the availability of nearby public toilets. The fernery, which opened in 1924 and houses 60 varieties of fern, has been a cherished attraction in the park. The council warned that such behavior is a crime under the Summary Offences Act, and police would be informed if it happens again.
So was the problem that he was mysteriously defecating, or it could be she?
I think the defecator themselves was mysterious.
Ah,
Nothing mysterious about defecation itself.
Here's the thing. It could have been a group of defecators. We
it's
don't
a
know.
I don't know. Now,
It could have been a society of defecation.
I've had to deal with this. Back
okay.
Stinker.
yeah. Back when I was doing Upstate Shakespeare in Falls Park in downtown Greenville, there was a park pooper who would come by. Yep. Yeah, it was grody. Who would come by and
He
just like
said park pooper.
Park pooper.
yeah,
Bro.
yeah. Who would come by and leave the deuce on the stage or backstage.
Ooh, backstage. That's
yeah.
even worse.
Yeah.
You don't want to
When
deal
you're,
with
when
it
you're,
backstage.
when you're
backstage.
shuffling
Yeah.
around
We
trying
have
to
to
get
clean it up.
ready. Yeah. and-
We caught him a couple of times and then finally got him arrested.
Bless your heart.
Did you catch him
So-
in the act?
And I never did, but we came close a couple of times. Like
Is there any particular
mysterious
reason?
dude walking away, and we're like, "Oh, that clearly just happened." You know.
All right, text line 800-905-0989. We're live on Facebook, on YouTube, on Twitch, and on X. Which is worse, feces in the fernery or poop in the park?
Well played, Lonzo.
Thank you very much. I came up with that right then.
Well,
So anyway, so whoever's doing this in the fernery, it's just like fernery. It's just
Fernery's good.
I mean,
Yes,
that's
yes, the fernery defecator.
Leave it to the British to come up with that.
Yes.
It's
if Odie would have been here, I would have let him read it. But even he wasn't.
the
here,
specificity of needing a place for ferns.
Yeah, it's well,
ferns and only ferns.
Yes, no other thing.
You don't
Just
put
ferns.
your banana tree in the fernery.
Texter says, Lonzo, there are stories you can smell.
Good one.
Chris, I'm ignoring that because I love my job. So anyway,
we're borderline even talking about this.
Well, yes, I dip a toe, sometimes a foot, sometimes I fall across the line, which could be this time. I don't know. So there are places like where they terrariums? What places where you go and terrarium. There we go.
Terrarium.
Yes, where you go and just look at plants.
Yeah.
And so I'm guessing that's what this is. It's
or, like a garden
like a
or something.
Park that is
filled with ferns.
Why would a fern garden even be something you want to go see? It's like the beige color.
They're British, dude. I don't
You're
know.
right.
I don't know.
You're right.
I went and saw a huge butterfly garden park in Germany, and it was fantastic. Like, it was really cool.
All right, what was in the butterfly garden park?
By the way, Chris, there was no dream. Go ahead.
Okay.
No, not you,
Oh,
Chris.
sorry.
Chris on the string.
Okay,
Yeah,
gotcha.
he was
That's
being
what I'm saying.
facetious.
No, it was you.
Oh yeah.
There were a lot of different plants that were intended to attract butterflies, and it was a large park. And so there were just lots of lots of paths,
Let me interrupt you
lots
for
of
just a second.
benches,
Let me interrupt you for
and
just.
No, let him keep
butterflies.
going.
I
I
need
don't
to
wanna
interrupt
deal
you
with
for
it.
just
No,
a second
Chris,
because he
keep
knows
going.
what's coming. He doesn't want it. He doesn't want.
No.
When Cameron was in Egypt's land, let my Cameron go.
Everybody sing along.
Hey,
Listen. I mean, you should be proud of that you get that every once in a while. It's a cool thing.
They won't let me go.
They will not let you go.
What I was disappointed by was they said if it happens again, we're going to call the cops. No, you'd call the cops the first time.
So
Like,
you have to be a
don't
multiple
just-
offense park pooper to be.
Well, here's the other thing. All right, so how tall does a fern get?
Depends on the fern.
Okay, so
Ferns come in
they-
all shapes and sizes.
Generally small to medium bush size, like a shrubbery.
was the
So would the knights that say knee, they would.
They probably would not have accepted a fern.
Okay.
I'm
It's
gonna
too
go
big.
out
It's
on a
not quite
limb
shrubbery.
and say that they would not have accepted a fern.
does the facility where the feces and the fern actually have a cleanup crew? And my thought is, are you looking at the fern and going, hey, what's that? Oh no. Or did someone step in something? I mean, because it doesn't specify.
Right.
It does say it was in the fernery, but if
How
the
are the
fernery,
ferns arranged? Are they like up on like plots and such, like off the ground? Is this like a ground level fernery?
Hey, why don't you?
What's
I
the
mean,
tier to
back in the day,
fernery?
we used to have a news guy on the show. We don't have that anymore. Why don't you look up fernery and see if it shows up? People come and go. That's just how it works. Mark says, I'm going to say poop in the park is worse since there's not many ferneries in these parts that we're aware of. I mean, I don't know everywhere in South Carolina. There could be an entire park dedicated to ferns.
Yeah.
Cameron, would you know a fern if you saw one?
Probably not.
Okay.
No, we have some not public space, community spaces in our neighborhood, and one of them is rife with ferns. Lots and lots of ferns.
Rife
In fact,
with ferns.
we have gone down there and
You are so
collected-
happy with yourself being able to
Yes.
say rife with
Of
ferns.
course, I love using big words, Lonzo. You remember that.
Those aren't big words, but the order of the word.
It's an uncommon word.
The way the sentence is
I
structured.
think rife is a
Think
four-letter
about the
word.
last time you used the word rife.
Right now when I
Uh-huh.
said that you used it,
I mean, like before now.
because I think it's more of a literary description.
It would
than
appear
is
that a
spoken.
fernery has ferns on the ground level.
Okay.
They are not raised ferns.
Okay. All right.
Not in planter boxes or anything like that.
No,
Anyway, we've
they're
gone
ground
down
level
and collected
ferns.
some ferns for our, house.
Is that legal?
It's a
I don't
community.
know.
We live in the neighborhood, and it's a neighborhood space. So I presume
Were they
that it's-
communal
Nobody
ferns?
told me it wasn't
I
legal.
don't know if I said that.
No, these are not like planted ferns. I mean, this is a wild space. So it's like going out into the woods and digging up a plant to take home.
I didn't know if you're like sneaking out in the night with a small flashlight in your mouth.
No,
Just, like,
middle of the day.
Hide your kids, hide your wife,
took
watch
a
your
wagon
ferns.
down there, dug up like a few ferns, and we're like, hey, these would look
you
good
got
in
you
our
got Christopher Robin over there looking out.
No.
You're on lookout, kid.
It's a
Daddy's got to get
public
himself some
space.
ferns.
I'm telling you, the ferns are everywhere. They're not gonna miss them.
Okay, all right. So you didn't grab those ferns to put them in your yard so you could place some feces in the fernery, did you?
Oh,
okay. Yeah, because that would be
Give me more credit than that.
That would be unsightly and would be very Nostradamus of you, knowing that things would go awry and you would have to be here, and then we would talk about it.
Let me put it this way: I'm not certain who would lay claim to those ferns.
Okay, now you're feeling guilty about it. I didn't know. I mean, if someone comes and takes something out of my woods.
But those are your woods.
I wouldn't notice.
Like, yeah, that's part of it. But these are like, if somebody came and
Unclaimed
took something
woods.
out of the woods that are next to your house that are not owned by anybody, like, then what would you have to say about it?
Okay, I don't know if I should read this without proofreading, but you know. Text says, you just reminded me of a pipe tobacco commercial I'd see on TV when I was a kid. They'd say the proof is in the puffing, but it sounded like the poop is in the puppet.
Now we don't talk about that.
All these
It was a dark time.
It's, it's fun to reminisce about old ads that you used to hear. The kid said something the other day, and I just went, "Little cricket," and my wife lost.
See, isn't this weird? Because I was singing a commercial earlier, and Cameron's just looking at me,
knowing it's a commercial that I've never heard before.
For real country sausage, best you ever tried. Pick up a package of Tennessee Pride.
Tennessee Pride, yeah.
There we go. The weird thing is, so it's been planted in your brain, and in those quiet moments, those are the things that come out. I don't know if it's a sign of, getting old or.
Well, it is. It is a sign of age because your brain has more stuff in it the older you get.
Hopefully. I mean, if
Hopefully
it does,
there's some saturation in there.
Well, I'm having to take some stuff out because I think some run out of room.
It's going in the recycling bin.
Well, it is. It's going out my ears. Listen to the Upstate Pulse right
Where
here
that
on
duck
News.
butter comes from.
Yes, exactly. It's the Upstate Pulse right here on News Talk 98.9 WRD, the voice of Carolina. So that would be
Really
this.
trying to update this computer so that Dave can pick it up. And I think I'm done now. I'm going to run one last check.
I think we're done, bro.
Continuing with installation of updates. Okay. But I'm going to go put my stuff away.
Oh man, we did Flaccid Stories and I forgot about that other
What was that
discussion.
side of it?
Huh?
What was the other one about?
Charcoal.
Oh, that.
Was that a new edition?
You've already forgotten? What is wrong with you?
No, it's not. No. I remembered this.
Okay.
It was a conversation I had before. Also,
Right.
I don't know what's wrong with me today.
Life is show prep. It just
Life
it
is
just
like a hurricane.
here in Duckburg. He's trying to think of the next line.
Nothing's working.
Something race cars, hurricanes.
It's a duck blur.
You remember all the backup, apparently.
DuckTales. Woo!
I apologize for the scatteredness of the show today, but my ears hurt really bad.
I have no excuse.
That pain done knocked the silly out of me. Hey, Pappy, can I have another pop, please?
Of course. Here at Pappy's Pop Palace, we procure, perusal, run out of P words.
Just don't say priapism. Prism.
What?
Nothing. No. Never mind. It's a P
What
word.
about a prism?
Yeah, prism. That's what I was saying.
Are we talking prison?
No. No. We're not.
I will say.
No, it's not necessary.
Due to the ergonomics of how we can sell our products.
Yes, we are going to talk video games and we're going to talk movies. I'm sorry that we haven't gotten there yet, Chris. You're just trying to get us back on track, and I appreciate that. And Trey, as far as I know, Odie's still part of the show. He is taking some time off, which I think he's done around this time the last few years.
Yeah.
It just seems like he has. So, I mean, you know. Oh, man. We're back.
We back, yo.
Yo. Put my headphones away.
Welcome back into the Upstate Pulse. Alonzo and Cameron here. Chris is leaving the building, and we appreciate the fact that he was able to help and hurt all at the same time. It was awesome.
Story of my life.
Yes, well, I mean, you know, whatever you're into.
How's it feel to be a walking net zero?
Yeah, I mean, wow. That was
He
mean.
didn't say that I hurt more than I helped, or vice versa. Like
I don't know what the score is, man.
I see. I'm Mr. Brightside, so I'm going to assume that I'm a net positive.
What?
Ain't that the song about voyeurism?
It is. It's a song about voyeurism. Yes. Yes. That some colleges play and everyone sings it. And it's like, okay, stalkers.
I hope
Because
not.
it's a banger.
All right. Listen, I am not going to disparage the song for its musicality, because it definitely is. It is
indeed a bop.
It's a good tune. But it's voyeurism. And I don't understand why if someone wrote that in poetry and sent it to someone, they'd be going to jail. But if you turn it into a song,
you know what?
it's okay.
You know what? There are lots of songs that are not about good things.
Yeah.
But they're good songs.
Every breath you take.
I mean,
I immediately
I'm talking
started
about the one of my favorites, Possum Kingdom by the Toadies, is about
Do you want to die?
Yeah.
Okay. I've never really thought about the lyrics.
Pretty sure that one's about some sort of inappropriate assault.
Oh, okay. All right.
I had a girlfriend one time tell me that she's like, no, it's about vampires. I was like, are you sure?
It could be about vampires.
I mean, you know, the undead.
Well, she
it's
had
possible.
to kind of stretch for that one. I mean, I'll give you that some of the lines in that song are a little ambiguous, and like if your fandom is vampires, maybe that's what you see in there.
I wonder what word you were actually thinking of when you got the fandom.
I was thinking of fanfic, and I was like, no, that's not right.
Yeah, that's a different
thing. Right.
I mean,
I had to come up with the right word.
It could also be Trey says Possum Kingdom is on Rocksmith.
Sure, yeah, but I mean, cocaine.
Well, I mean, that's a little obvious. I mean,
exactly, but it's a good song.
Yeah, well, yeah, it's
not a good thing to do.
You're right. It's illegal. It's against the law. That makes it not a good thing to do. So,
don't do drugs, kids.
Well, I have a disdain for that song just because it people singing it and don't know what they're talking about.
Right.
It bothers me when people sing lyrics
and
don't listen to the lyrics.
That's what I'm saying. The new one that's real popular is.
It's not good that I have to keep turning my headphones up. I'm just
Pink Pony Club. You know that one?
Oh, geez.
I know. No, I hate it.
I've heard that so many times going into the restroom.
I know. I hate it. But if you listen to the lyrics, we're like, this is about a strip club.
Well, yeah.
Like,
yeah. It's not just a strip club, but it's a strip club that has all kinds. So anyway, it's yeah. We have many radio stations in this building.
People sing along and they don't know what they're singing about because the song is good.
Does that make it okay?
I don't know, but I like the song.
I don't know that makes it okay. I'm just saying. All right, so I forgot a story. And since we're already here, listen, we are going to be talking about Xbox Showcase and the fact that the majority of the games that they came out with last Sunday are all playable and day one on Game Pass, which means you don't have to buy any of these games, which is awesome. We're going to be talking about that. We're going to be talking about signs of the impending apocalypse. We have an oops that has to do with nanners. And anytime you get a chance to talk about nanners, you should talk about nanners.
I turned my head and I was like, did he just say manners or nanners?
Manners. We don't
do that.
We don't. No, we don't.
Bless your heart.
We don't know. We don't do that. We also are going to be talking about aliens, my adventures in Superman. So many other things. But before we do that, I've got to finish talking about a discussion that we had. And I don't want to skip it. And because people want us to skip things, then I got to, because you're egging me on. Okay. You're saying move on. And now I don't want to because I have a stubbornness in me that comes from my blood. All right. My last name ain't Newsom, but my family is Newsom and not that guy in California. It's the Kentucky Newsoms, and the blood. It's just, it's not obstinance. It's stubbornness. And when you want me to move on, it makes me want to stay where I am.
Just go. No.
So we were having a discussion while we were outside about gases.
Yes.
And when gases are expelled, they are expelled gases are supposedly, and I don't know because I've never measured it, heat. They come out with heat. And so, if so, on a sweltering hot day like today, if gas were to escape an orifice, would it rise or would it stay right where it is? Because heat rises, but if the heat is already hotter than Chris believes that it would sink.
Well, to begin with, the other thing that would happen is that it would start to heat up. Because it's now in an environment where it's hotter, so it's probably not going to.
It's like if you have a glass of water and you pour like half a glass of cold water into that water will become colder.
Yes,
it won't be as
There's
cold.
Actually a formula that you can calculate how quickly things change temperature,
which is a lot of fun. Buy yourself a kit.
How would you do that for gas? Since that's something that disperses a little bit.
All right. So here's the thing. I joked with Cameron about charcoal underwear. And Cameron looked it up. And what'd you find?
That it's real.
And what's it used for?
Basically to take care of any odor.
Stinker.
Yeah. It reduces odor.
Right. So let's say, and this is a pub, you know what? We were just talking about this. Chris ain't gonna be here because don't have his headphones, but let's play this.
The following is a public service announcement from the Upstate Pulse.
Okay, that's the Upstate Pulse public service announcement. Bed. If you or a family member, or let's say a coworker, has a problem with
stank.
Yes, we'll go with that. It's not a technical term, but anyway. If you have a problem with that or they have a problem with it, buy them some charcoal underwear. You give it to them. It diffuses the smell. And suddenly your workspace is better, which makes you more productive. Your boss is going to love you for that. Or at home with family, you want to have grandma over, but she's got a problem, okay? Grandma's got a problem. But
got too much beans in her diet.
Grandma, here's the thing. Grandma don't need to know it's that. You can just give her and you'll know whether she used them or not.
Well, you're also helping the environment. You're catching and trapping that methane that is, so
dangerous to the environment. That is true. According to wait, I was playing a science thing. Yeah, I was laughing because it's junk science. It's not real. But anyway, charcoal underwear is real.
You go ahead and smell some methane and tell me if it's not real.
No, I was talking about the ozone and and
just in case you needed another reason.
Okay, yeah, all right. If you want to report us to LexCorp, it's okay. He's already listening. He listens to everything. You don't think he's listening? He's listening.
I'm sure.
Yeah, Chris can attest to back in the day, over a decade ago when we first started the show, I would say some outrageous things just to get a text from him to find out if he was listening.
It's true.
And it's very effective. Right now, he either doesn't care, or he just will not play to my bait.
Right. He's wise to your antics, Alonzo.
Yes, well, most people are, which is why you gotta every couple of years
you gotta update it.
Get
you gotta,
new antics.
You gotta get fresh.
Yeah, you know,
with some charcoal underwear.
It's gonna hop on your lawnmower.
Sometimes, yeah, you could do that. But here's the thing. So coming full circle, since you mentioned that, if indeed I were the one to get on my lawnmower and sing underneath someone's window, one thing they can attest to is that the lawn looks good. You know,
and it doesn't smell.
Well, yeah.
I could. They could probably say that more than likely.
And I'm not concerned about my voice because I used to be in a band, man. So I know how to sing, bro.
Concerned about your ears, though, right?
They're hurting right
I'm
now.
sorry.
Yes.
I'm really sorry.
And as I try to figure out how to you can't ice your ears. I mean,
no, but just go to sleep and
you like some really thin, like icicles or something, just like kind of weave them in.
All right, Trey, I am not reading that.
Right.
All right.
On that note, I gotta go.
Yeah, you should.
It's been a pleasure. Thanks very much.
That's from an unexpected source. No, I'm not.
Bye, Chris.
Bye, Chris. Talk to you Monday. Ladies and gentlemen, Chris has left the building.
How did it taste, Trey?
All right. Texter says, Fireman Dan here. You have to consider the specific gravity weight of the gas. I don't say that word, the F word, or methane. He's talking about, wait, I have a thing.
Stinker.
Our gas, or our methane, lighter than air, so it will rise. I don't know. Maybe Chris will experiment on his way out the door.
Here's the thing. I believe he's right because methane, I believe, is lighter than oxygen, nitrogen, and all that stuff.
Well, lose heat, though.
Not necessarily. I think it would get hotter like today.
By the way, Trey on the stream, it's okay, dude. Whether it's a joke or not, I mean, I am pushing the line right now, and next hour, we're just doing all video games.
I wouldn't judge.
Yes, well, let's let it go. All right, as I said before, we are going to talk about Masters of the Universe with spoilers this time. Why we liked it. Apparently, a lot of other people didn't. We're going to talk about episode 4 of Spider Noir. We are going to talk about a couple episodes of Vox Machina, which is really good. Not going to act like it's not, although we had some questions today. We are also going to talk about UFC Freedom 250, which happens tomorrow night. Signs of Impending Apocalypse. Like I said, Xbox Showcase. Really excited to talk about some games there and some games that happened at Summer Game Fest the night before. A Nerd Roundtable and so much more. I'm going to rest my ears for about 6 minutes or so. And hopefully we'll be getting. I'm glad the headphones are on because that would have been hard to do the entire show.
Yeah,
it absolutely would have. All right, you are listening to the Upstate Pulse. By the way, we're live on stream during the break at the top of the hour where you can chat with us, and we do chat back. Listen to the Upstate Pulse right here on News Talk 98.9 WRD. This is where I would end the thing, but I just want to say that Odie will be back eventually, as far as I know. Oh yeah, we are the voice of the Carolinas. Would you break something?
No, it took my glasses.
Oh, okay.
It's like, okay. I could sing you a song of healing for your ears.
Probably made it worse with my fernery delivery. You can't do that accent quietly.
No. Can you take me higher?
So let's talk about some adult things here. It's 90-something degrees out now. How hot is it going to be in August? I've been in 100-degree weather before, but it was a long time ago.
Yeah, so did I. I was a lot skinnier back then. I could handle it.
You never watched either one of those? I got Paramount Plus like a couple months ago when UFC moved there, because if I have a hankering and I see a card that I like, I don't have to pay $80 for it.
Definitely saves some money.
Is that how you say that? Paraguay.
No, it's not. It's not how you say it.
It's like someone poked him in his side while he's
Paraguay. It's a rib shot.
Dave, when we were eating our pregame meal, I saw something about a free mod on Skyrim that I'm going to go home and download. And you remember what it was called? I forget what it was called.
Nightblade.
Nightblade, yeah. It's only supposed to be like between 30 and 50 megabytes. So I have to go home and try that.
I'm back on it.
Ah, okay, Trey. Let me see. I think I sent myself that, which I will do on X on occasion. It was on Facebook, actually. I was looking it up, though, so I may still have it on my history. I do. Skyrim Nightblade creation is very small, taking up only a fraction of game's reserved mod storage space, which is not big enough, by the way. 30 to 50 megabytes. But anyway, you get a companion, you get some a living space and some other stuff. Hey, when you're in a moment of desperation like that, you do what you got to do.
Man's got to do what a man's got to do.
Yeah, it's called Nightblade. Like I said, it was on my Facebook feed when we were having our pregame meal. Which I have my Skyrim mod list maxed out, but some of it's clothing and armor that I can get rid of in order to add more stuff. Oh no, not an object shaped like a potato.
Is it just a potato?
It was an object shaped like a potato. And all you heard was potato. It's like the propulsion. Potato, potato, potato. And each time you hear potato, it moves like well, in this case, meters. However long that is. That thing moved meters. Sorry. Turrets. They still happen.
Coming after us in kilometers per second.
Okay, so how fast is that?
I didn't specify.
You did not. You're right. Oh, I'm not going to be able to walk. That's a good question. I'm going to read that on when we're on the air, Trey. I haven't used a house up there, but there's a castle that you can get, and I forget what it's called, but it's a very elaborate castle. Chris, it has thousands upon thousands of downloads, and it's a huge castle. It's all your own. It comes with guards. You can add some things by going into different spaces within. You just walk right across from Throat of the World, close to where the Greybeards are. I haven't used it in a while. because I've been using Yedison Hall, which is it. You can haggle the guy down to 40,000 gold to buy it, and it's you can recruit people from all over to come and work there. Be your blacksmith, be your guards, be your steward, be your house carl, all those things. So once I got that, I like it better than a castle. It's more centrally located. It's outside of Riften, by the lumber mill outside of Riften. Even has an outdoor jacuzzi like. I mean, it's not, I mean, because there's no, it's called Yadiston Hall, but it starts with an H. Don't ask me to spell it because I cannot. Welcome into hour number 2 of the Upstate Pulse. Lonzo and Cameron here with painful ears, but we're going to endure. That's what we do.
Well, one of us.
I don't know why it didn't hurt you. Maybe you didn't.
Because I didn't have them on.
Oh, okay. That's probably why. You're right.
Because I knew that was going to happen.
Bro, that makes sense. That makes so much sense. You didn't know that was going to happen.
Yes, Odie's done that to us before.
That is true. But still, I mean, you know, you would expect Chris to not do that to us. All right, Trey on the street. By the way, we're live on YouTube, Facebook, Twitch, and X at either 98.9 WRD or the Upstate Pulse. But we don't say this enough. I don't say this enough. We really appreciate everyone that hangs out with us on the stream because you guys are like-minded in a lot of ways and ask great questions and play a lot of the games we play and watch a lot of the things we watch, which makes sense. That's why you're listening. Trey says, do you guys have any interest in the new James Bond game? I want to play it. Wolverine and GTA 6 on my wish list as well. I think the James Bond game is only on PlayStation.
It's also on PC.
Is it? Okay, so
I could play it at some point.
Hold on. It still counts.
It's all good.
I didn't even catch it.
I did. I've done pretty good. I mean, I made it through a whole hour without doing it. So there's that. And GTA 6, here's the thing with GTA. I've never been a GTA fan. I know that appalls people. The only time that I've really played GTA is GTA Online with Cameron, and I'm still upset it couldn't wreck the train. All right, so that still bothers me. We put dump trucks on there. We put so many things on there trying to wreck that train, and then we could not wreck the train.
We caused a lot of damage.
We did. We caused a lot of damage, but you cannot wreck the train, and that to me, that's not immersive.
That's fair.
You know, my thing is if environments are breakable in a game, I'm going to try to break those environments.
Also, it's an old game.
It is. So GTA 6 probably will
it have wreckable trains?
Well, we'll see. Listen, it's a bad thing. It's a game though. Yeah, there is a James Bond game coming out. It looks really good. It does.
It's out.
Is it out?
It's been
okay.
out.
I didn't realize. See, the thing is where I don't have a PS5, I don't pay attention to PlayStation games as much.
That's fair.
But it may actually, I don't know if it's on PS4. I do have a PS4.
The sad part is they're going to start bringing all that back to exclusivity again. So I don't know if I'll get to play the Wolverine game on PC or not.
Well, you can blame Xbox for that, I guess, but exclusivity makes sense. I wasn't going to talk about video games here, but we're already there. So let's go ahead and talk about video games. Exclusivity makes a lot of sense. I was talking about this with T2, I think yesterday, and because it gives you a reason to buy the console. So if a game is on every system out there, then you're not going to buy a new console. But and I have bought game systems because a certain game was on that system.
Yeah.
Because I wanted to play that game, and I knew if I didn't buy that system, I would not get to play it. And there are games that are good enough that you're going to buy a system for.
I was about to say, there's a buddy of mine who I talked to a good bit about Fable, like a year ago. Like when it got announced that it'll also be on PlayStation, he was like, okay, so I don't need to buy an Xbox. He would have bought an Xbox to play Fable.
Which I understand. Speaking of Fable, we got a new trailer for Fable. We're gonna go ahead and let's go ahead and talk Xbox Game Showcase. Got a new, because part of the problem with Fable was who's the bad guy. We've seen all this other stuff. We've seen gameplay.
Yeah.
Didn't know, and you don't necessarily have to say who the bad guy is, but it helps, especially when that bad guy is Haley Atwell.
Yes.
I mean, so she comes out and she's talking, and I'm like, man, I know that voice. I know that voice. And then I saw later, oh, okay, that's where I know that voice from. And then I saw the gameplay trailer before Cameron did, and we had talked about, I think on this show, we talked about Jack of Blades and how I wanted to see Jack of Blades in this game. And at the end of the trailer, Jack of Blades walks out.
I may or may not have jumped off the couch.
You did. You did. He couch popped.
I did couch pop. I was excited.
For those of you who are not wrestling fans, it's when you get really excited
and you jump up very quick.
And sometimes you say yay, and sometimes you even do a single man wave.
Yes.
Which is not hi. It's both
you wave
hands
with all
up.
your body.
Yeah, it's not one of these.
Hi.
It's not one of those. You just
Wouldn't mind getting one of those.
One of these. Yeah, you're just full on.
It was kind of exactly like that.
It was. All right, so that's not the same though. I didn't say okay, so I said all right, so.
Does it?
No, they're not the same. They are not the same. They do share a word. They're not the same. So I don't need to do that. Major 2026 releases. This Xbox Showcase came out Sunday. I was really looking forward to it. The first thing they started out with was Gears of War E-Day. And then they said it is an Xbox exclusive. Now, there's going to be some people that may go, I got to play this game. I've only played one Gears. I played bits and pieces, but I only played one Gears all the way through. Cameron and I played Gears 5 together all the way through to the end. And
then you made a horrific choice.
Did I? I had no ties to the other guy.
To be fair,
neither
choice is great because I liked both of them.
That's why they do that. You have to choose who dies near the end. And games do that.
I hated that. It was so stupid.
And Cameron knew that I was going to choose the person that I didn't choose.
I don't want Marcus to be sad again
because
sad so much.
He didn't think about the fact that I hadn't played the game enough to have any emotional
attachment to anybody. It's like, no.
This game looks amazing. And not only does it look amazing, so E-Day is when them aliens arrive.
Well, it's Emergence Day when the locusts pop out of the hollow and start wrecking everybody. And if I remember correctly,
they are aliens, right?
No,
they're not.
No,
they're from the.
If anything, they're mutants.
Okay.
They were born in a lab and then they just multiplied like crazy.
Again, I only played 5, so I don't know all the lore for it.
So the other thing too is like on E-Day, 25% of humanity dies.
Okay.
Not
as much as the snap, but still
a lot of people.
The trailer itself looked amazing. The gameplay looks really good, and they've added a couple things which apparently were not in the game before. You can jump.
Yes, and slide.
And you can jump and slide, which I wasn't.
Marcus is a little bit more limber back in the day.
Well, yeah, he's young.
Before taking a whole bunch of really bad injuries, probably.
So I didn't know what it was. And so I'm watching the trailer. You would have recognized. I thought they looked familiar, but I was like, that guy looks familiar. But they didn't really say his name at the beginning of the trailer. And then those things popped out. And they don't look like the ones that.
Who's this Marky Mark guy?
And then the ragtag group of people who get together and they start tearing things up. And then finally it started showing them in military gear and stuff like, oh, okay, got to play this game. It looks really, really good. As someone who's played all of them, what do you think about this?
Oh, I'm pumped. Another really cool thing that they're adding is the way that they're going to do the horde mode, where it's going to be 12 players. And I'm curious if I can get enough of like my Destiny guys, because all those guys are into Gears as well, to let's all jump in and like be across the map. It would be a fun experience.
It's if you got 12 friends, I don't, but I mean,
it's going to be like 3 separate squads of 4 joining up through a whole bunch of different stuff in the city to fight like a world boss.
By the way, that game comes out August 6th. If you haven't seen it, the trailer, check it out. It's gorgeous. Let's throw in another one really quick before we go to break. And that is Halo Campaign Evolved. It comes out in early access in July. We watched a video earlier of gameplay, and Halo is something we played a bunch.
Mm-hmm.
And Halo is a game that I actually played on my own which Halo was it that I played on my own a bunch?
Reach,
which is technically the first one. It's not, but it's
canonically.
Yeah, canonically it's the first one. I played that a bunch. And Cameron, my daughter and I have played some together.
Yes.
And we might end up doing that again because it's a lot of fun. But it looks beautiful compared to the game itself has been cartoonish in a way.
Depends. Reach, I feel like was probably the most gritty
because
one.
it was more recent, but this looks amazing. If the entire game looks like that.
Okay, that's what you mean. Yeah, it looks amazing. Especially with that little demo that you sent me.
Right.
Where like he kicked sand and the sand stayed and like bits of particles of the sand moved on top of a plasma pistol.
It's it looks like a really good game. It really does. We're going to take a break. When we come back, we're going to talk some more video games and a bunch of other stuff. You're listening to Chris wants to know if it's multiplayer. Yes, it is. I think all Halo games are multiplayer, aren't they?
Yeah. Some of them are 1, some of them are 2, or 2 or 4.
Yeah. You're listening to the Upstate Pulse right here on News Talk 98.9 WRD, the voice of the Carolinas. That's what's going on. I think the first half hour of the showcase was game after game after game that I want to play.
Yeah.
Then it hit a lull when it got to Minecraft. And just, I mean, as someone with a rectangular head, I don't like square-headed people. It's just, I mean, rectangles and squares, they just don't get along.
But a rectangle is a square.
No, it's not. A rectangle is a rectangle.
Rectangle is made of squares.
A rectangle is a rectangle. It's not a square. The square is equal on all sides.
Depends on the definition.
Right. A rectangle has two parallel sides that are same and two other parallel sides.
Or is a square a rectangle? I kind of forget.
I think they're their own thing.
I mean, they are, but.
Got the Dark Knight up on TV. I got to say, the cow is the weakest cow out of all of them, because it just I don't like the cow.
Cow.
Yes.
Okay. I disagree. I like it.
It's too round. It rounds his face too much. It just, he's about to drop you off a building, or has he done that already?
I think that's later. Maybe not. I don't know. I forget. Still love the back and forth of just like, fall from this height won't kill me. I'm counting on it.
Welcome back into the Upstate Pulse. Lonzo, Cameron, hanging out on a Saturday night, having a blast, talking pop culture. That's what we do here. Listen, I know that there are serious things going on, but it's okay to unwind and have a little fun and be irreverent on occasion. I normally am not irreverent, but when I am, it's very noticeable. Maybe it's because I'm not normally that. So, I mean, sometimes you let your hair down, you have a little fun. And that's
but
what
you always have your hair down.
I didn't earlier. Remember?
I don't recall.
I let it down for the show because, it's a show.
Symbolism.
It is, as are all things, because life is show prep. Text line 800-905-0989 if you would like to text us like a texter has done. Xbox gamer tag, I'm not going to say what it is. Hit me up when Horde mode drops. So, hey, send us those. There's a chance that Cameron will play with you. And it's not, I'm
not against it.
I could play multiplayer some with some listeners. I could do that.
You could.
But I will bother you because what you hear me doing on Saturday nights, ramp that up a little bit more while I'm playing a multiplayer game.
My advice, just let him go first.
It's a lot of singing, just because I'll shoot you. I don't mean to, but
Yeah, I mean that's the main problem.
If it moves,
you get lost and you have no trigger discipline.
Well, all I can say is, if you let me play. Because here's what I'll do.
Why do you have a Gabriel Iglesias? Not Gabriel Iglesias.
Not Gabriel.
Enrique.
Because it bugs Odie.
I was thinking of Fluffy.
Yeah, it bugs Odie. It gets in his head, and it won't go away.
Well, yeah,
that's why. Also, I can be your hero, baby, if you need it. But here's what I'll be. I'll be your tank. I'll be your meat shield. That's what you just as Cameron said, let me go first. So you don't have to worry about
my usual.
You don't have to worry about friendly fire. I may not last very long, but I'm going to get out there and you're going to know where the enemies are.
My idea is let him go first. He'll take a few guys out. He'll probably get downed and I'll revive him after.
Also, if I got explosives, you're going to love me.
It's like anytime in Far Cry is like, all right, we got to, all right. I guess I don't have to worry about them.
Big fan of things that go boom. Absolutely, I am. All right, a couple other games from the showcase that came out. Minecraft Dungeons 2, and Chris and I got into quite a few arguments back in the day when when we were first starting the show about art style and how certain art styles bother me as far as gaming goes, because to me, gaming is art. And if you're not in love with the art of the game, if you can't get past the art style, you're not going to get immersed. You're not going to enjoy the story or hardly any part of the game. So I don't like the blockhead thing of
it's an acquired taste, like the retro graphics.
You and your sister played a bunch when you guys were younger. Yeah. I hated it. I didn't even want to see you playing it on the screen because it just bothers me. The square heads bother me. I mean, it's not like obsessive, I want to make the game go away. I just don't like it.
Mild disgust.
Like when I hear country playing in the bathroom. Yes.
I don't compare it to country music.
Also, I am comparing it to that.
Minecraft is not country music.
As far as my distaste to gaming, in my mind, Minecraft is not only country, it's bar hopping country from back in the day.
Oh Lord.
Yes.
The thing is, like, for you like graphics that are real. Like, you like the envelope getting pushed.
To a degree, but there's also games I play. I mean, Kingdom Hearts is not, you're playing a cartoon.
Yeah.
By the way, new trailer for Kingdom Hearts just came out a couple of days ago, and we were really excited for it. T2, not so much. So I still have conversations with Tim about gaming, and he just didn't like the last one. And I thought the last one was good. Still probably the best one. Which Kingdom Hearts do you think was best? Was it the first one or the second one?
I like the second one a little bit more than the
second one was easier.
For sure, yeah.
The first one, it's like why am I having trouble with this boss? This is supposed to be a kid's game. Man, I suck. Why can't I beat this guy?
And like Xehanort's like
I did eventually.
Or Amnus or Amnus? Ansem. That's what his
there
name
it
is.
is.
Yeah. Amnus? Yeah, Ansem's
It's
like
one of
five
them-
different.
one of them A
forms.
words.
It's all
Yeah.
Xehanort. That's
Yeah.
all daggum Xehanort.
All right, the next game that they showed was Doom: The Dark Ages DLC, which I know Cameron's excited about because I tried to play it a little bit, but it's too frenetic for me. And it's not that my reflexes aren't fast enough or anything, but a lot of times when I play games, it's in the evening, and I don't want my heart rate up really high and then try to go to bed. It just don't work. You're laying there just thinking, just all hyped up.
Yeah, just in my mind, I have the Doom music just playing on repeat on loop.
So what do you think about the expansion?
Oh, it looks cool. I'm curious to see how the spear works into everything.
And that drops July 7th. So it'll be here before you know it.
Yep.
The next thing that they talked about, I'm just right now talking about 2026 releases, Valor Mortis, which is a Napoleonic Souls-like from the developers. And it's like, you go through the entire trailer and you're like, okay, what is this? And then you see dude is putting his hand inside his shirt like Napoleon. It's like, oh.
His Napoleon.
Yeah.
You're playing as Napoleon.
I don't know if I want to play Napoleon as Napoleon.
Why not?
Because I don't know what it's like to be short.
Well, Dad, walk a day in his shoes.
I can't go little tiny shoes. And when I think of Napoleon, I will think of what Deacon called him. And I just speaking of Nicole, buddy. There he is. Buddy. I will think of Bill and Ted when I think of Napoleon, and it will take away from the game. The game looked beautiful, by the way. That comes out in September. Castlevania, I've never really gotten into Castlevania that much. I know Chris really enjoyed the shows, and I think he has played the games. But Castlevania Belmont's Curse comes out. If you're going to do play a game that's a side scroller type thing, these are the games to play because they have story behind them.
Yeah.
And they look really pretty, but just not into it. All right. February 23rd. They have pushed it back. February 23rd. Supposedly, rumors are the reason why they pushed Fable back is because of GTA 6.
It's a good reason.
Because they don't want to compete with that. And I think people can play more than one game. But that's just my opinion. Clockwork Revolution. They showed that, and we had seen that before, I believe. That looks pretty cool. That comes out next spring. State of Decay 3. The only time I played State of Decay, Cameron and I believe, played State of Decay with Chris.
A little bit.
Yeah.
And then we just fell off.
Yeah, we did. Persona 6. Never played any Persona game, but it looks like games that I would like.
Yeah, I mean, you love JRPGs. So,
I do.
I mean,
absolutely do. Metro 2039, a post-apocalyptic stealth horror game. You guys into horror games? I'm not really.
I'm not. Yeah.
Which is weird. I mean, I'm not against horror films or horror shows, but
it goes against why you play games in the first place, at least for me and you.
I think what bothers me about horror games is the lack of weapons.
Yes. I want to be able to fight back. If you give me the tools for it, I will win.
I mean, we'll play a game like, what was it, Zombie Island or...
Yeah, but that's different. Like, we could kick the crap out of the zombies.
Right. But you could find weapons and you can make them.
Yes.
But a lot of these horror games, it's...
Dadgummit, let me drop kick the zombies.
Yeah, I mean...
I'll beat the mess out of them.
They're shambling. As long as they don't take a bite out of your shin when you kick them, you're good.
Yeah. That's why you aim for the like upper chest.
All right. Mark on stream says, I always had trouble with Hades because the underworld drains characters so quickly. I started playing that a little bit. And again, side scrollers, I've just never been, all right. Back in the day I was, because that's all there were.
Yeah.
When I think of side scrollers, I think of Defender. I know it's not a side scroller because it's a ship, but you're still going side to side and there's no
3 dimensions to it.
Trey says, I never played Borderlands or Minecraft because the graphics and the artwork didn't look appealing. See, that's the thing. It's into obviously there are a bunch of people that do like it. The fact that that so many people have played. So there you go. There's There's some Xbox games and stuff. All right, really quick at the showcase, they also showed Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles: Last Ronin. The game.
I am really curious as to how that's gonna, like, what kind of style is it gonna be? I think it'll be really good. It's from what I've heard of the story of it. It's very good, very depressing though.
Yeah, because is it? Well, I don't want to give away if they don't.
Well, there's only one turtle left.
Yeah, but who it is the big surprise.
Yes.
All right, we're gonna take a break. We come back. We're gonna hit the Nerd Roundtable. You listen to Upstate Pulse right here on News Talk 98.9 WRD, the voice of the Carolinas. So I spent like 2 days worth of game time playing. What I don't mean like, well, I started playing on Thursday and then I played Friday. I mean, in game time, that many hours playing Fallout 4. And then there was a mod I wanted to add and it crashed and I couldn't play it anymore. And so I've spent days trying to make my way back to it, and I got to play again. You know what? I've heard of that, Chris. I don't think I played Gabriel Knight, The Beast Within. Did you, Cameron? I think it's definitely a back in the day game. It's definitely an older game.
I've heard of it, but I don't, like, nothing's really popping in my memory.
Is there any horror game that you played? I mean, I've never really tried to play any of the Resident Evils or anything.
I like touched it once and then like, not really. No.
And it could be also that I have dreams that are like that. And maybe I just don't want to play through one of them.
Yeah. I understand that. The other thing too is just like, I play games to have the chance to win. I don't want to have to, like, I don't know. I was about to say, there's a reason why I like Destiny and Doom so much, just because I like being really powerful and then, like,
I thought it was soundtrack.
Well, both have really great soundtracks.
Although I do love the Final Fantasy boss battle soundtracks or themes.
It's like they go from orchestral to then jacked.
Yes.
It's like, oh, he's got different music.
Well, they're remaking all these other ones. Remake 10. That's what I want. Let's play some Blitzball with some better graphics.
Yeah. That's right, yeah. The Machina.
Watch out for those Machina.
Terry.
I've been thinking about, and I haven't done it yet, but I've been thinking about doing another Mass Effect playthrough. I still haven't tried to do it back to back to back.
I saw, all right, so I might have, like, some clips popped up, including Rex being Tally's uncle. And it was just like an elevator conversation where Rex is just talking to Tally. He's like, "You're still checking everything on your shotgun, right?" And it's just like going up back and forth about it. He's like, "I just worry about you, kid." And then Tally goes like, "You know what, Rex? You're like the headbutting uncle I never had." I was like, "Oh, it's so sweet."
There's a follower mod on Skyrim. Man, I forget her name, but she's interesting because she doesn't know how to read, and you get a chance to teach her how to read and stuff. And sometimes when you ask her something, she's like, "Can we do this later? I've got some calibrations to make." And it's like, I see what you did.
I get that reference.
I get it. Yeah, I'm not opposed to playing new games, but there's still some comfortable games that you just go back to.
Yeah.
And not even comfortable IPs, but in some cases, just thanks to modding scene, games are still there, like Fallout, like Skyrim.
I was about to say, my current thing is playing Destiny 2 for the last bit.
All right, lots of things to get to in the roundtable because, as usual, we've been talking about other things, and we let things go where they may. Sometimes they may go quickly. Sometimes they may linger, like some of the things we talked about earlier, referencing the fern.
Ah, yes.
That's what I'm
You have
referencing.
to let it linger.
All right, so tomorrow night at 8:00, and this is going to be on CBS, but it's also going to be on Paramount Plus. And since I bought Paramount Plus, I'm going to watch it on Paramount Plus, not on free TV. We have UFC Freedom 250 right behind the lighthouse. It looks really, really cool. We're going to get to Vox Machina in just a minute, Mark. I showed Cameron a picture because he hadn't seen what they call the claw that's up there. The problem is they're concerned, and I haven't looked at the latest weather, that there might be some weather coming through tomorrow night. But the card itself is good enough that I may have actually paid for it if I had to. Technically, I'm paying for a subscription. But there's an undercard, which I haven't really looked at. But the main card starts at 8:00. And if you don't have any of the streaming, you can watch this live on CBS. And I think that is really cool. I don't know how they're going to get done before midnight, but, let's look at some of the matches and some of the odds. Since I don't understand odds, even though my friend Rob Brown explained it to me multiple times, I think I get it. I think I understand, but not entirely. All right, let's see how many we got. We got a few to go over. This is not for Nerf Wall. We're just going to talk about it a little bit. Diego Lopez versus Steve Garcia. They are featherweights. Fun to watch featherweights fight because they move so fast. I like featherweight wrestlers, though, submission guys, because it's not what you expect. You expect them to get in there and mix it up. A lot of kicks, a lot of everything going fast, and then someone can just completely slow that down and stop it. So Diego Lopez is at -148, while Steve Garcia is at +124. These are all according to DraftKings. That, I believe, means that Diego Lopez is picked to win the match. If I'm wrong, text me or hit me up on the stream and tell me that I'm stupid. But it's okay. All right. Bo Nickel versus Kyle Dawkins. These are some guys that I haven't heard of before. I'm getting back into UFC now that I can watch it more. Bo Nickel is at -310, while Kyle Dawkins is at +250. Those are middleweights. Mauricio Ruffy, I don't know, going up against Michael Chandler. And Michael Chandler, we do know. Michael Chandler, we have seen fight a bunch of times. I say we, it doesn't necessarily mean Cameron. It means my wife and I. Because we
say the royal.
Yeah, because actually, she is a queen. She watches even when I'm not there. So Michael Chandler is at +470, while Mauricio Ruffy is at -650. I think that means Mauricio Ruffy is picked to win big time. All right. Now we get into some matches. Do you want to say heavyweight fights usually are good unless they dance. When they dance, people just get mad, and I get it. Josh Hokett going up against Derek Lewis. Derek Lewis, he gets really hot. He's got to take his shorts off. He's got to let things breathe. That's what Derek Lewis does. Very famous for that. He does that on the White House lawn. It's going to be controversial. That's all I'm saying. But they know that. They put him on the card. And by the way, some people, just getting a little political here, some people on the other side were trying to get this stopped because it's on. Anyway,
the ground's not sacred.
Well,
it's not sacred ground.
It's considered a national park, I guess, and so it's having a public event on national. They tried, it didn't work. There was a judge that said, "No, it's happening." All right,
I already bought the pay-per-view, so no.
All right, I think it's hard to whether he's supposed to win or not. It's hard to root against Derek Lewis. He's very entertaining. All right, Sean O'Malley, Sugar Shane. Sean O'Malley, he always colors his hair. He's a very good fighter. Love watching him fighting. Versus Aramain Zahabi. And Sean O'Malley is at -425. Cyril Gane, listen, he's a good fighter. He's not a great fighter. To me, anytime that he's fighting, he's going up against someone better and he's losing. And this is another case. He's going up against Alex Pereira, who has for the interim heavyweight title. Alex Pereira is going to win this. Alex Pereira, a lot of fun to watch. And finally, Ilya Topuria, who is the champion, going up against Justin Gaethje. All right, Justin Gaethje is going to be a favorite of the crowd, but probably not going to win. Whether you know these fighters or not, and you haven't seen UFC probably, here's your chance to check it out for free. And who knows, maybe you'll become a fan of it. It's not boxing. It's better than boxing to me because it has wrestling. Cameron and I, both former high school wrestlers. Wrestling, once you've done it, you've done it. I mean, and there's a kinship with all wrestlers. If you find out someone wrestled, you guys are good at some level. I mean, because you know the grind, you know.
That is fair.
No,
it builds a mutual respect.
It's not. It's not cultish. It's not anything like that. It's just, hey man, I've been there too, type of thing.
First, when I tell them my stories, I get grossed out.
Yeah, well, I mean, we've all got some stories like that. They're up in the bonuses for best fights and all of the stuff like that. So I think that's going to be really cool. Check it out if you get a chance, whether you're into it or not. Give it watch for a half hour or so. You may go, that's barbaric. Well, yeah, it is. Not as barbaric as probably bare knuckle fighting or something you might see at a bar. But it's pretty good. All right, this was going to be an oops, but we ran out of time. The banana chip bandit. Yes, someone stealing banana chips.
Okay.
Which I got some trail mix in the Fortress of Nerditude in there. Enjoy trail mix. It's got some banana chips in there. They stand out. They're a good mix with the rest of the trail mix.
Mm-hmm.
You get a little bit of nanner, and you're like, yeah, that's good. I like that.
Was this from a stand?
A 59-year-old Florida woman was arrested for stealing $300 worth of banana chips from a supermarket. Annette Nichols repeatedly swiped the chips from a Publix near her residence, taking one bag each time. Despite paying for some chips at self-checkout, Nichols failed to scan others before leaving the store. It's a thing back in the day when I learned how to, when I worked at Kroger's, there was a thing called buddy scanning. So what you would do, I never did this, by the way, and I don't know of anyone who did, but obviously it was a thing. So we were taught how to scan with both hands because you can get it through quickly, get everything. I wish some people where we go would learn how to do that, but you scan with both hands and it's a matter of speed. You're getting the customer in and out as fast. They don't want to stand there for 10 minutes, but you scan one item and the other hand goes around the scanner. So the scanner doesn't pick it up.
Yeah.
But most stores then, and probably still now, have cameras posted down and they can see when you do that. They don't tell the kids or whoever's working there that are doing that. She confessed to the thefts, expressing confusion over her actions and concern about losing her job. The search of her car uncovered 13 bags of stolen banana chips, leading to her arrest on a misdemeanor theft charge. What you in for? Nanner chips.
I stole $300 worth of nanner chips.
I see them nanner chips and I'm like, gotta have them. I gotta have them. Oh, I gotta have them nanner chips. I just don't.
Of all the things, why would you steal that?
All right, there's a video out here. I suggest you look it up in 15 minutes when the show is over. Tourists in Russia were forced to take cover in their vehicles as a massive swarm of mosquitoes darkened the skies at Lake Shornya in the Buryatia region.
What now?
I had 2 years of Russian, so there were only 5 people in the class. Judge me.
So you're
the
fluent.
Visitors, fluent for sure. The visitors' scenic getaway turned into a nightmare as the bloodsuckers descended in biblical proportions. I really like the way the story's written. I do. Prompting them to seek refuge in their cars. Social media reactions liken the mosquito cloud to a plague of locusts, with experts warning of continued high mosquito activity in the area. The infestation serves as a reminder of the risks posed by mosquito-borne diseases such as Thyrophilariasis. I can't roll my R's. If I did, it would sound killer. which can result in surgical removal of roundworms that migrate beneath the skin. So, you tell me it's just like, so you look
that guy.
So I don't know if you look at your skin and you see stuff moving underneath. It's I'm guessing that's probably what it's like. It's not ideal.
Who needs to stop kicking that one guy out of the building that keeps coming to him and saying that
mosquitoes. All right. I don't know why he sounded Spanish, but he was probably an immigrant. So if you look for this video, you're going to freak out. You should look for the video.
I don't know.
No, you should. You should. I've never seen anything like this before. I would just look up Russian mosquito attack or something. It's pretty bad. All right. My Adventures with Superman season 3 comes out tonight on Adult Swim. Do you stay up and watch Adult Swim, or you just watch it on stream the next day? I probably will watch it on stream the next day because you'll get no commercials. I'm not going to Oompa Loompa anymore. I just got that far.
Oompa Loompa.
Oh no.
Doopity-doo.
I really
I auditioned for that and they said no.
You're too tall. I really like My Adventures with Superman. I think it's a really, really good show. All right. We are going to take our final break. We're going to hit the lightning round, squeezing as many things we can as in the last couple minutes. And to do that, I have to hit this button right here, which I just did. You're listening to the Upstate Pulse right here on News Talk 98.9 WRD, the voice of the Carolinas. Really do. There we go.
Well, nothing's popping up on YouTube. Maybe I should just look it up on.
Yeah, I would just Google it.
The Upstate's only 2025 President's Award winner. Family owned and trusted since 1937. Right now, lock in 5.9% APR for 84 months on new 2026 F-150s. Excel work trucks and cargo vans have employee pricing as well. Get up to $9,000 off 2026 F-250s. Shop online at ddmotorsportpro.com or visit us up the hill.
Oh, that's terrifying.
Isn't it?
Yeah.
South Carolina Department of Corrections is hiring correctional officers statewide. Officers must be at least 18 years of age and have a high school diploma or GED. If you have correctional, police, security, or military experience, you can join their team.
Might have to boogie in a second.
As a sergeant or lieutenant. Discover
Okay.
a rewarding correctional career with a
Actually, I might need to boogie now.
Okay.
Generous employee benefits package that cares for you and your family. Visit joinscdc.com to apply today. Sponsored by SC Department of Corrections, SCBA, and this station.
Musty smells are a warning. Standard encapsulations are not sealed. They leak toxins into the air you breathe. Get a truly dry home with the experts at Crossface Turner. We don't just hide moisture, we eliminate it. Find us at crossfaceturner.com. Keep it dry, dehumidify.
And now, a can't-miss moment from the Charlie James Show.
How you doing, bud?
I was just going to make a quick comment about Philip and Graham and all that.
Yeah.
They are all against the January 6ers. Turns out that January 6ers were all correct and that this was a plot. And I don't know why any of these people should have ever been in prison whenever they were.
Trey, the thing is, I'm trying to get back into it. Haven't yet. Working my way back into it. Been away from sports a little bit because of, depression, but I'm getting back into it.
Listen to News Talk 98.9 WORD world headlines to its impact on the Carolinas. News Talk 98.9 WORD is your trusted source for breaking news, stimulating talk, and reliable real-time information. 98.9 on your FM radio or on the Odyssey app. News Talk 98.9 WORD, the voice of the Carolinas. Depend on us.
If you live beneath the Mason-Dixon line and you feel the need of guidance, Southern Psychics is certified when you're standing by. Just for you. Give us a call on 1-900-BLESS YOUR HEART. That's 1-900-BLSUHRT.
Howdy, Southern Psychic. My Aunt Myrtle just passed away, and she left her fortune buried in Dick's mayonnaise jars down by the creek over in Dickens Howard.
Hey, boy! Look for the cigarette butts by the hollow stuff where Myrtle hit her shine. And, take a shove.
Thank you, Southern Psychics. Come on, baby Jude. We gonna see Bigfoot.
If you can't find your dog, your wife, or your job, or even the keys to your camper, then call Southern Psychics at 1-900-BLESS YOUR HEART or repeat 1-900-BLSUHRT. We're not waiting on your call because we know it's coming.
The proceeding was parody courtesy of the Upstate Pulse. Not a real number, not a real call, not a real show.
Y'all can go home.
Lightning can only strike twice so many times.
All right, W has spoken. That means we are in the lightning round where we try to squeeze in as many stories as we can in the last couple minutes of the show. Cameron is looking for fernery, I believe. CBS News poll has found that most Americans believe in extraterrestrials. Public's perception of potential encounters with aliens on Earth leans more towards fascination than fear, although some unease is also present. The release of UFO files by the government has fueled speculations and increased belief in the possibility of alien visitations. According to a new CBS News poll, 8 in 10 think the government, also known as the government, knows more about UFOs than they are telling. 17% of Americans report having personally seen something they thought was a UFO, with more men than women reporting such sightings. Here's the thing. I didn't go see Declaration Day because, again, I've heard some things. I guess it's doing pretty well. And that's the Steven Spielberg movie about aliens, which some are saying is a setup for what is to come with true aliens being revealed. A lot of things about Nordics on the internet. Don't go down that road, because if you do, you're going to go, is that real? That could be real. I think that might be real. I don't know. So how many people in your circle believe in aliens? I believe it's a possibility. I believe I've seen some things before, especially when I was younger. Probably could have been explained away. I don't know. But at the time, thought for sure it was an alien. So more videos have just dropped. Are they slowly putting? And now people they're making fun of the guys who are dropping the videos and things, which is exactly what you would want to happen before you really reveal the real stuff, because some people aren't going to believe anyway. And some people, the brains can't comprehend. They cannot fathom the possibility that is a truth. All right, the Paramount WB merger is a go now. Courts have ruled that it's okay for them to do it. So we'll find out what that means going forward as far as movies goes, and especially what it means for DC, because they're right there in all things WB. This one I don't get. The Rolling Stones and Marvel are pairing up for exclusive Foreign Tongues vinyl series. Rolling Stones and Marvel have teamed up for a special collector's release in honor of the band's upcoming album, Foreign Tongues. Exclusive U.S. series features 5 vinyl variants inspired by iconic Marvel characters, each paired with a custom comic book insert. The album, recorded at Metropolis Studios in West London, features Mick Jagger, Keith Richards, and Ronnie Wood, as well as guest appearances from artists like Paul McCartney and Robert Smith. And they're pairing up with. Couldn't Marvel find some more modern rockers at least? I don't. Never been a big Rolling Stones fan. The live action Scooby-Doo is coming, and if you want to see, there's some little teaser trailers out, and Scooby-Doo looks like an actual dog. I don't know if he's CG. I don't know if he's going to talk, but he looks like an actual dog. So I don't know if they're going to play it that Scooby-Doo is going to actually Raggy. I don't know if they're doing that or not. I guess we'll find out. And if they don't, is it truly Scooby-Doo? If Scooby-Doo doesn't talk, is it really Scooby-Doo? I don't know. I think Scooby-Doo needs to talk. Jason Momoa is leaving the Helldivers video game adaptation from PlayStation Productions to Sony Pictures, directed by Justin Lin. No reason was given for his exit from the project, which is based on the video game franchise from Arrowhead Game Studios. I know Cameron's played Helldivers a bunch of other people that I know have played it. Here's the thing. Jason Momoa is in a bunch of stuff, including Supergirl. Speaking of Supergirl, it's out in 2 weeks. Here's a problem I'm having. Now, I know, and I think we've discussed this before, but I'll say it again. I know that Millie Alcock, I believe is how you say her name, has said a bunch of things that are supposedly controversial and that may cause people to not go. If you're looking for a reason to not go see something, you're going to find a reason to not go see something. I will say I'm going to go. I'm looking forward to it. And if it's bad, we'll tell you it's bad. I think they're showing too much of it. I'm seeing way too many clips, and I think they're doing that because they're worried about the backlash causing people to not go see the movie. So seeing more clips of this, and a lot of times when they show too many clips of something, a movie is not good. And you go in and go, yeah, I've seen that. Oh no. I think it's going to be good. But I like Superman. I know some people didn't like it. I thought it was really good. And I'm looking forward to the next one of that. There is now one in California, and there's going to be one in Monterrey, Mexico, and Sao Paulo, Brazil. Who knows if there'll be one around here. But they have just opened up a Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles themed pizzeria. Wouldn't you want to go there? There are videos online of the actual pizzeria. It looks really cool. I mean, why haven't they done this before now? It's something that I think they should have done already, but they have not. All right, Spider Noir. We watched episode 4. It's really good. It's getting better. I don't want to watch too many of them in a row. We watched a couple Vox Machina today. Cameron's not in here to be able to talk about it, but I will say it's getting better. The whole gang is back together by episode 3. The big bads are basically undead, and they look unbeatable. I'm looking forward to this movie. I mean, this show and the end of it. Almost all the episodes are out now, but not going to watch them yet. I'm going to take my time with it because I can. All right. I want to thank everybody for participating on the show and on the stream and on the text line. And I hope you have a great weekend. And we will be back next weekend. As far as I know, we'll be back next weekend because you never know. I mean, it's radio, it's life. I mean, might get beamed up by them aliens when I walk out the door. And if I got beamed up by them aliens, maybe they'll let me come back by next Saturday. So we'll be back next week. Maybe. Bye. Have a great weekend, everyone. I have strained my voice and my ears. I'm going to go home and find isolation. That's or something. I don't know. Actually, I'm going to go home and download that Skyrim mod and check it out. All right. Thank you, everybody. And see you next week.